Hello everyone, my name is Vivian Shafitri. Today I would like to tell you about a famous legend from Palembang. It is called the Legend of Kemaro Island. This story is about love, misunderstanding, and a big lesson about patience. Now, let's begin the story. A long time ago, there was a kingdom in South Sumatra. The king had a very beautiful daughter. Her name was Siti Fatima. She was single. Many young men fell in love with her. However, they did not have any courage to propose to her. The king wanted his daughter only to marry a rich man. One day, a ship from China arrived. The captain of the ship was Tan Bun An. He was a prince. He came to the South Sumatra to do business. He was a merchant. He planned to stay for several months. He came to the palace to meet the king. He wanted to ask the king's permissions. I will you stay here and do this business. But remember, you have to share your profit. You have to give half of your profit to the kingdom, said the king. I agree, your majesty, said Tan Bun An. Since then, Tan Bun An often came to the palace. He met Siti Fatima several times. He really admired her beauty. He tried to find out more about her. He asked his men to ask the people about her. After several days, Tan Bun An finally got information about Siti Fatima. He knew that she was single and the king only wanted to have a rich son-in-law. The information made Tan Bun An work harder. He wanted to be rich. Tan Bun An also approached Siti Fatima secretly. Siti Fatima really admired his patience and his spirit to work hard. She also fell in love with him. They secretly had a relationship. After a while, Tan Bun An felt it was for him to propose to Siti Fatima. She talked to the king. I will let you marry my daughter, but there is one thing you have to do. Give me 9 jars filled with gold, said the king. Tan Bun An wrote a letter to his parents in China and told them about Siti Fatima. The parents agreed and sent him 9 big jars filled with gold. To cover the gold from the tips, the parents put some vegetable on top of the gold. Later, the 9 big jars arrived at the pier of Musi River. Tan Bun An immediately looked for the jars. He was so surprised when he opened the cover of the jars. He saw rotten vegetable. He only looked at the top of the jar. He did not search at the bottom of the jars. Maybe the gold is in the second jar, thought Tan Bun An. Again, he did not find the gold. He was so angry. He threw the jars into the river. Every time he did not see any gold in the jar, he always threw it to the river. And finally, he opened the last jar. Again, he did not see any gold. This time, he was so kind. He did not have any power to throw the jars into the river. Instead, he smashed the jar with a big stone. And when the jar was broken, Tan Bun An found the gold. He knew he made a mistake. He immediately jumped to the river. He wanted to collect the gold. Siti Fatimah saw what was happening. She waited for Tan Bun An at the river bank, but she never showed up. She was impatient. She also wanted to jump and help him. Before she jumped, she told her guards a message. If you see a pile of soil on the river bank, and that means it is my grave, then she jumped into the river. The guards waited and waited, and several days the people saw a pile of soil. The soil was getting bigger and bigger. It finally became an island. The people named it Kemarau Island. Kemarau is from the word kemarau. It means drought season. People name it that because the island is never drowned, although the level of the water in the Musi River is high.